Hi, my name is Armando Cruz and I'm your physical therapist. And today we're going to talk about plantar fasciitis. If you've ever suffered from plantar fasciitis, you know what that's like first thing in the morning. Those first few steps are grueling, and depending on how severe it's gotten, it starts getting worse and worse by the end of the day, and it may even hurt every step of the way. So how do we prevent that? How do we progress through that? This mini routine that I'm going to share with you today is going to make a massive change in the way you are recovering from plantar fasciitis. So follow me as I take you along on this mini routine. I'm going to have you doing this routine before you start your training and after you're done with your training. So give yourself enough time. It shouldn't take more than 5 minutes, but you need to do this if you want to progress. So come on down. Everything that we do, we're going to do on both sides, even if you only have it on one side. And part of that is we're trying to make sure that we're loosening the body and getting it to a point where it stays aligned, so we're not putting more stress on one side versus the other. So let's start. We'll take the first foot, okay? What you're going to do is put your leg up here like this, cross your foot, and you're going to grab with your palm and your fingers on the opposite ends of your foot. So your big toe, little toe. And what you're going to do is rotate one way, rotate the other way. You're just going to keep rotating it forward and back, forward and back. You're pushing and pulling. Don't do anything that's going to, don't go extreme. You're pushing and pulling to a range that feels comfortable, but you're trying to get more movement on the foot. So you're going forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. You're going to do that a total of 10 times. Then you're going to go in a toe. So you go from the outside two to the next two going in. And you're going to do the same exact thing. Forward and back, 10 repetitions. After you're done with that, just stretch the toes back in this position. So you're going to take your fingers and pull them back. Just get a nice little stretch. After you're done with that, you're going to get your ankle and or get your toes and pull your toes back as far as you can. You're going to take your right hand, and this part of your hand right here is going to go just over the top of your heel, so your thumb is on that depression right next to your heel. So you're going to go right here as your toes pulled up. Now you're going to keep pressing this way as your foot is going that way. Let me show you what that looks like. I'm pushing this way as my foot is pointing. So you're coming this way, push, push, push. What that's doing is distracting and moving this apart and giving it some movement and some freedom. A lot of times people develop plantar fasciitis because their foot is so rock solid, the joints don't move the way they need to, and so a lot more pressure gets built up here. So what we're doing is we're loosening up the joints in here. So again, grab here, push in this direction as you're pointing your toe and then putting it back. Pointing the toe and pulling it back. You're going to do a total of 5 repetitions of that. After you're done with that, since you're here, do it to the other foot. Okay? Again, 10 on the outside, then move in a toe, 10 more, stretch out the toes, and then 5 where you're pushing forward and you're pointing. Okay? After you're done with that, we're going to come down to the floor and we're going to put the foam roller parallel to you. You're going to bring your leg out and rest your ankle just on the foam roller. And then from here, you're going to roll it all the way to the inside of your knee, in and out, in and out, in and out. You do that 5 times, and then you're going to turn it some. So you're not completely on the back, but you're in the angle between directly behind and directly on its side. You can do the same exact thing. Put as much pressure as you can, going forward and back. Do that 5 times. After you're done with that, Do it on the other leg. And then once you're done with that, we're going to move over to the next exercise over here. You get your toes or your heels off the edge of the step. You're going to drop down as much as you can. Adjust. Push the weight to the one that feels a little tighter. And just hold that there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then come up as high as you can and hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you're coming right back down as low as you can go. Drop the heels as low as you can go. Hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One thing I want you to pay attention as you come up, there's a tendency, because it makes it easier, to roll your ankles out. So you roll to the outside of your foot. Don't do that. Once you come up, go to the inside where your big toe is and get up on your toes. Okay? Put the pressure on the center following this line right here. And then as you come down, you can play around with different angles. If you turn your foot in more, you're going to feel more tension on the inside. If you go turn them out, it's going to feel a completely different stretch. And if you go straight back, it'll feel different. So as you change the angles of that, you're going to notice some stretching tensions change on a different angle. So play around with that. Again, 5 stretching down, 5 at the top. And do that for 5 times. Focus on the next 2 weeks on doing this before your training and after your training. And you're going to notice a marked improvement from where you started to where you want to get to. Now, if you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, put it in the comments section, or if you want to share your progress. Also, if you know anyone in pain, share this video, because I know it's going to serve them to the fullest capacity. If you haven't done so, visit our website, cruzcountry.com, to help see how we can best serve you. This has been me, Armando Cruz, and I can't wait to see you on the next video.